So I'm taking my time on my ride, taking my time on my ride.
So it's a very nice Saturday morning, pleasant. Picked up a nice young man, about 38, 40 years old, and we were driving from his home all the way to the airport. It's kind of a long ride, about 12 miles. So even with freeway, it's kind of distance. Anyway, as we were driving, I happened to ask him, so where's Southwest taking you today? He said, well, I'm gonna go visit my sister. And I'm thinking, that's cool, family's important. And he says, yeah, it is. I'm just glad that I'm able to do it. I said, what do you mean? He goes, well, back in 2008 when the recession hit, everything had come to a halt, stopped, construction was devastated, of course the housing market was down. And I kind of started partying a little bit too much. Smoking, sniffing, just partying and drinking. And so at one point, I felt like calling my dealer and continuing down the wrong path and starting to do heroin because the other things got old. So I wanted a bigger high. I said, okay. He says, so right before my dealer called me to hook up on the H heroin, I had to knock on the door. And it was the LDS missionaries, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints missionaries. And even though I accepted the book from them, the Book of Mormon, and I just had a short conversation with them, didn't take the lessons, but they're really nice young men. Had a good spirit about them. And I had an inspiration at that point that I need to either quit what I'm doing or get on the right path and get up and start doing things for myself and my family. So I called my friend. He handles the business side of the projects, and we were on the only apartment complex in the recession being built in Green Valley. We were the only ones working on it as far as framing goes. And so I called my friend and I said, how about we do our own thing, because these guys are making the money on this. Why don't we make the money, the big money? And so they called another friend of theirs, and he kind of knows both sides of the business. So they had a great team already in place. They just had to implement the whole project of forming a corporation and getting their own jobs bidded on and won and getting to work. So, come to pass, 10 years later, here's Jacob with the #1 framing company in Nevada because he decided to make the right choice at the right time in his life. And I said, Jacob, that's a wonderful story. Not only did you pick yourself up from the bottom, rock bottom, and now you're on the top of the world, but you're helping many other people to be able to be employed, to be able to have homes, apartments to live in. You've done a great thing, Jacob. You say, well, thank you very much. What a great guy. What a nice guy. What an inspirational story. Rock bottom to top of the world. I'll never forget it.